Good.
I chose an article from ESPN.com called Hope and Concerns for Pac-12 teams because I'm an Arizona Wildcat fan and they recently added 2 teams, so I was kind of interested in what they thought was going to happen. Because recently they broke up in the North and the South. The North is comprised of the Washington State, Oregon State, Stanford, California, and the South is USC, UCLA, Arizona State, Colorado, and Utah, which are the new teams. For Arizona, the main hope is their passing game, which was the #1 in the Pac-10 last year. They have returning quarterback Nick Foles, who threw for 5,000 yards and 30 touchdowns in the last 2 years, and they have established backup Matt Scott, who they're hoping to redshirt to be their future quarterback. And they also have the best wide receiver, Junior Kreiner. Their main concern is that they start 5 new starters on the O-line, and they gave up 32 sacks last year. USC, which is actually bowl eligible this year, their main hope is Matt Barkley. He's a projected first-round pick, and he's a third-year starter, so he's more established, and wide receiver Woods, who was a freshman All-American. Their main concern is their offensive line, since they're replacing 3 starters from last year, and also Barkley has kind of been shaky when he's kind of been under pressure. For the Utah Utes, their main hope is that they're an established team who wins a lot. The Pac-12 isn't as good as the Mountain West, but they've put 31 players in the draft since 2000. They've won 33 games over the last 3 years, which is 11 wins, which is more than most teams. They also have 2 BCS bowl games since 2004. But their main concern is that they'll face a lot of NFL-ready QBs, and they're 88th against the pass last year. The 4th team is the Colorado Buffaloes. Their hope is they're returning good starters. And they're getting better because last year they were 1 game from bowl eligibility, but they're returning 14 starters, including QB Tyler Hansen and 1,000-yard rusher Rodney Stewart. But their main concern is their shaky secondary, and they were 112th in pass efficiency last year. The 5th team is the ASU Sun Devils. Their main hope is that they're returning 17 starters. Most of them are graduates, so it's their final year, and a lot have had up to 3 years of playing time. Last year they went 6-6, but 3 of those losses came against top 10 teams, including Missouri and Stanford, so that record's not really a good indicator of how well they did. But their main concern is Brock Osweiler. Stephen Treat, their quarterback last year, was knocked out a bunch of times, and he had to leave because of concussions, and we're not sure how well he's going to do. The last team is UCLA Bruins, and their main hope is their defense. They have a young, talented safety and linebackers, but they have an experienced lineman, so they might be the most dominant in the Pac-12, although we don't really know yet. Their main concern is who their QB is going to be. It's either going to be Prince or Reynolds. Kevin Prince was capable in 2009, and he beat Texas in 2010. And Reynolds is a solid freshman, but none are really exceptional, so they haven't really chose yet. Thank you.
Thank you. Nice work.